What makes this show different? There are at this point a lot of cooking shows.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the only show that really kind of looks for home cooks. So we're in search of America's best home cooking talent, and it brings to the screen what's really the foodieism that exists in America, regional home cooking, the passion that all of America has for cooking at home.
All right, and now,
exemplified by Miss Christine, who is here, winner of season 3, who exemplifies everything that foodieism is in this country. Right, Christine?
Yes.
so did you have people who loved eating in your home kitchen who said you need to take the show on the road?
I think, honestly, like I think they just enjoy my food, and no one ever really thought that it was something that I think could be something this big. I think so. It was just something I really enjoyed doing at home just for my friends and my family. But I think people did say, like, you know, oh, why don't you try out for this show? And you have a great story, you have great skills. And so I think, you know, the rest is kind of history. So it was a good decision.
And how did you learn how to cook?
It was all self-taught. So I went to college not knowing how to cook anything except for instant ramen and frozen pizza. But once I moved out of the dorms and into an apartment with a small kitchen, I figured I had to survive on things other than McDonald's. So I sort of just started, I bought like a really cheap pots and pans set at Walmart or something like that, and just started from there.
Okay, and just learned from books?
I did start reading books because you kind of need some sort of basis to start with, so I did read recipes. And then once you figure out what flavor profiles work together, you kind of just expand and learn to figure out what does go together, what textures and what temperatures work together. So it's a lot of experimental trial and error. At the very beginning, I had no idea how I was doing compared to everybody else because I could never see what everyone else was cooking, what their knife skills were like, their techniques. So I think I psyched myself out a lot and just was very intimidated by everything. But I think as I progressed in the competition, I realized that I didn't need to worry so much about what other people were doing and what they were putting on the plate, but just worry about what I was doing and just try to perform my very best each day for the judges. And I think at the end, that's all that really matters. The field challenges were difficult, and Joe can attest to that.
Yeah.
When, you know, being in a commercial kitchen of a, you know, a Michelin restaurant, or just being out in the field, trying to get used to equipment that I got used to my MasterChef station. And then once I got used to that, they would take me out and put me in some place that's like totally different, and everything's set up differently. The heating elements are different. So for me, that was very challenging each time I had to leave the kitchen and the station that I learned.
But all things being said, I mean, we try to create situations that trip them up. I mean, we're trying to be people who will think on their feet, who are responsive, and much to Christine's credit, that she played on a very level playing field with everyone else. And she really, we did not really grant her any advantages. You know, she won, and she competed with these people on a level playing field in every way, and I think that's really impressive.